What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you for joining me here at my YouTube channel. I'm here today to talk about Wonder Man. New Marvel series on Disney Plus, 8 episodes, and this was very different. I'm going to review it, but first, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to my channel. I've never really had YouTube goals before. This year I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm about 95 away. If you hit subscribe, you could really help me out. All right, let's talk about Wonder Man. Overall, I have not been enamored with Disney Plus Marvel content. Some of it's been very good. A lot of it has been slop. And Wonder Man kind of falls into the middle for me as a good show, but why? That's the best way that I can describe this. A good show, but why does it exist? I feel like in some ways this is content for the sake of content. I don't see how this is going to fit into the greater MCU, and quite frankly, it wouldn't surprise me if we never see Wonder Man again. I'm not going to be surprised if he shows up in Doomsday or Secret Wars or something like that, but I would not be shocked at all if we never see him again. This was a very small scale story about two actors, Simon and Trevor. We know Trevor from Iron Man 3 and from Shang-Chi. How this character has gone on to be kind of a mainstay in the MCU is beside me. I guess when you have Sir Ben Kingsley playing a role, he's going to stick around. Especially a role that he does so well. But this extremely small scale show about two actors who are trying to get roles in a remake of a superhero show called Wonder Man. That's the plot. They're trying to get roles in a show. Or in a movie. They're trying to get roles in a movie. There's a subplot about damage control, trying to arrest Simon because he's dangerous. I didn't know damage control was in the business of arresting metahumans. I thought they were in the business of cleaning up after metahumans take down the evil threat. To be fair, I've never really read the Damage Control comic. I've got the first issue, and that's the only issue I have. So maybe they are in that business, but I did not think that they were. All right. I love the chemistry between Ben Kingsley and Yahya Abdul Mateen. I think they had great chemistry. They played off each other very well. Great comedic timing together. And their relationship in the show between Simon and Trevor was very endearing, and you really rooted for them to be friends. And when you really love two characters in a show, it's really easy to love the show. And I like this show a lot. I really did. It's not my favorite. Like I said, it's kind of middle of the road for me. So maybe saying I liked it a lot is a bit of an exaggeration, but I enjoyed it. Especially the first six episodes or so, I was locked in. I was rooting for them to get the role. I was rooting for Trevor to not betray Simon. I was rooting for Simon to become Wonder Man. I was rooting for all this to happen. The best episode for me was the episode about the doorman. Now, I thought it was a little silly having Josh Gad in there. I thought that was kind of dumb. But the episode for the doorman I thought really worked. I thought it was presented in a interesting fashion. And I thought that it added a new layer of complexity to the superhero world in the MCU. Like I said, that episode, I was all on board with that episode. I also, funny enough, I really liked Von Kovac, the director of Wonder Man. For whatever reason, when he was doing those Whose Line Is It Anyway improv stuff in his house, I was completely locked into that. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most eccentric version of Hollywood that I could have possibly imagined. Which is crazy because it's probably nowhere near as eccentric as Hollywood actually is. But for me, in my head, I'm like, this is eccentrically wild and is nuts. So I was completely locked in and entertained by all that. Where this show loses me is it's got Trevor in there, so there's definitely clear connections to the MCU. But why does it exist? Why does it exist? He doesn't really become Wonder Man in the show. He becomes the character in the movie. Spoiler alert, he becomes the character in the movie. But at the end of the show, he's still not really Wonder Man. He's a guy that has powers. There's no villain in this show other than damage control, which I guess it's trendy right now to make law enforcement bad guys. So I don't know why it exists. Where are we going with it? Are we going anywhere with it? I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed looking at this fictionalized version of Hollywood that exists in the MCU. I enjoyed the idea of them making a superhero movie in a world of superheroes and what that would look like. I enjoyed Simon. I thought he was an interesting character, definitely very intelligent, maybe a little too thoughtful for his own good. Trevor, I liked his character arc here. I really liked the way that we ended his character in episode 8. I thought it was kind of a full circle moment. If we never see Trevor again, I'm perfectly happy with where we leave him here. I just don't know why. And that's where I'm at here. That's where I have to leave this off. I enjoyed it. But why? I don't know. Maybe it all makes sense when Doomsday and Secret Wars hit. Maybe Wonder Man's going to play a significant role. I read the script for Kang Dynasty. It's out there online. You can find it. I read the script for Kang Dynasty, and Wonder Man was in that. So maybe he's in Doomsday or Secret Wars. I don't know. Maybe that will explain why. But right now, I am sitting here asking why, just like I asked why after She-Hulk, just like I asked why after Moon Knight, just like I asked why after so many of these Disney Plus shows. Why? Is it just content, or are we trying to tell a larger story? And if it's just content, I guess that's fine. I guess I'm still just left asking why. All right, guys, that's my take on Wonder Man. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Hit the subscribe button to help me get to 2,000 subscribers. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.